Welcome, Charm City, Season 1, Episode 2, where me, AntHits, the franchise guru, and my franchise junkies take you to RGL 6, Real Draft League, our Real Draft League, and I'll take you through my league play and what goes on in my league through Baltimore Ravens' eyes. Moves we're going to make, decisions we're going to make, games we're going to play, practice mode, all the things that we got to do to prepare for a game. Everything that we talk about, do in this franchise, it will be highlighted and broadcasted through me and my eyes only. This team this year, I like the team that we got. We're very young. We moved in a different direction. We love where we at right now. We're sitting at 8-1. We're playing a powerhouse Broncos coach, but they're on tank mode this year, where they had to, lose a few games. They lost the first, pretty much 8 games, 6, 7 games, that they couldn't play due to traveling. So I don't, he's still playing though. I like his attitude. He comes in, or he could easily just not play another game and tank the rest of the season and just wait for the off season to start because he has a good excuse. He don't do that. He's gonna play his games. Whether he's working on things or he's trying to get a win, I don't know. But whatever he's doing, he's playing the game. We should be scheduled to play somewhere between 5:30 and 6 o'clock. With that being said, we're going to go through, we did our training already. We're going to go through our upgrades to see who's getting upgraded right now. All right, so red shirt rookie Xavier Thomas, defensive end we drafted from Clemson in one of the later rounds, is on upgrade mode right now. I'm going to go power rush with him, see where he goes, give us 4 boxes, awareness 2, finesse moves 1, play rec 1, and tackle 3. Moves him up to 85 as a power mover, 85 as a speed rusher, 83 as a run stopper. We got to get that even at 83 run stopper. All right, next man up is our All-American fullback, our Pro Bowl fullback, Alex D. Shields, the hometown hero. He already ready to tap out, so let's get him to that 98. And as you can see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes, plus 3 on trucking, awareness 1. Ball carrying vision 2, break tackles 1, change direction 1, pass block 1, a short route 1, and 1. Alright, so no matter records, this is a big game. We got to take this game as if this is going to be a playoff atmospheric game, period. Because 1, they're 1-8, and 2, the coach is actually playing his games right now. So we're going to go through the roster, see where they're sitting at, what they've been doing over here in Bronco Nation now that the coach is back. I sent you an invite too, cuz. I see you on. Alright, so Ugalele, they got a whole bunch of red signs down. That's due to the losing right now. But they did start DJ Ugalele, the rookie quarterback they drafted in the first round, over Kellen Mond. So they already made that decision and that move going forward. Backfield, they still got Javonte Williams just holding his team down. Albert O is stuck in the fullback role. David Bell had a great year last year as a rookie, 100-something catches, so we got to be aware of him. Jamar Chase is still in the building. Jerry Jeudy is here. And then DJ Thomas. Alright, I got you. Yo, we gonna do the make it happen thing. You heard? I'ma keep that. You know what I'm talking about. So when you get back, we got some shit to get done and talk about. You heard? As always, my nigga. You heard? Alright, so Jalen Weidemeyer, man, this was the #1 tight end in the first real draft class, 2022 draft class. Real life 2022 draft class. Obviously, we in like 2030 right now. So Noah Fant gets the backup tight end role. Albert O, as you can see, he's at fullback. Let's go look at the line and see where they at right now. Prince Tega Wanugo is sitting at a 91 with hours down. We like our matchups when it comes down to the D-line and O-line so far. 86 right here. They got some young pieces there that they got to get developed. Quinn Menezes is his 91 overall center. We like where we're at when it comes down to the matchup, offensive line, defensive line. This is big time. So so we're probably a little bit overall better at the D line than their O line, but this is still a good O line because that coach know how to manage the team he has. Period. He's one of the best coaches in our league. I would consider him a top 5 coach for sure. So in this game, it's going to be a tough game, period, because we match up no matter what. Now, sometimes, depending on what he's going through, this team is a lot older. I'm going to show you what I mean. They're going to have to make the transition. So I think the best thing that could have happened for this coach is for him to, go travel for work early on, because that puts him in a situation to really flip his roster after this year's draft. If I'm him, I'm more focused on getting younger, flipping the roster over, especially what we're going to do with the 30-year-olds and older. This would be a good situation. And Bradley Chubb is a veteran in this league. He's been playing at a high level his entire career in this league, so we know we got to worry about him. Greg Rosary and Doomerville, these are all guys we know we have to worry about. When you look at the Quentin Williams, you got Doomerville at D tackle, so they loaded on the D line. They can play with the best of them. At linebacker, they moved Brown into the outside linebacker from inside. Bryce Ware, man, he's playing middle linebacker. He used to be an outside linebacker, pass rusher. Danny Hendricks is their number 2. Outside over here, they got Michael Battle, one of the Battle brothers. They've still got all 3 of the Battle brothers are still in the league. One in Buffalo, one's in Denver, and the other one's in Tampa Bay. And then their secondary, man, they still got the veterans, Patrick Surtain, Kerry Vincent Jr. They did pick up Dante Manning. They got him at the slot at the 3rd. Abdul Talib is still here as well. And in the secondary, you got Caden Stearns, who's been one of the best safeties in the league. They did pick up the number 1 free safety in this draft as well, Brandon Joseph. So they're a little better at safety. They got guys and they're starting Brandon too. So they got guys they can move forward with, man. Not too many guys that can play the sub package for this team at all. They got one, Silas Green. He can play the sub package. I'm quite sure they'll have him there. All right, let's take a look at, what we're dealing with when it comes down to just their roster itself. All right, so at the quarterback position, Kellerman's that guy. He's 30 years old. He's safe though. We don't drop quarterbacks whatsoever. DJ is taking the role right now. I don't know how easy it'll be to get this team out of the red. When you see the red arrows are down, that's just saying that they're minus in spots right now. So if you look at their rating and awareness, they're down -2. Deep accuracy is -2. Medium is -2. They're down because of the losses they had to take early on. So that's a challenge in the zone that you got to overcome. Period, right? You got to overcome that. So their backfield, everybody's on red right now, but we still got to take heed to who we're dealing with. This team does a really good job scheming offensively for their weapons to be factors for them right now. They're getting up there in age at the wide receiver position, but they did have a diaper dandy from last year that went crazy, led the league in receptions. So he's there. He'll end up being their number 1. But Judy and Chase is still, legit receiver that they can count on. Noah Fant is still the number 1 tight end here. But as you can see, most of their weapons that have been on this team been here for day 1, been here for a long time. All those guys are getting up there in age, so they have to make the switch. They do have pieces to be able to plug and play, so the transition is not going to be that hard for this team at all. But they do got to get younger, so we know that. All right, so when we look at the one thing we want to deal with is that they are playing DJ. He's a superstar. Kellen Mond. Okay, so we see what we're facing right now. When it comes down to the Broncos, you don't know what type of Bronco team you're going to play right now. Is this a team that's going to work on things? Is this a team that's looking to win the ball game? So I don't know what we're going to face, but we're going to attack this game as if they're 8-1, just like us, and we're going to play the game as if we're playing. We have to play to win this ball game. At this point of the season, it's starting to come down to, wins and losses are important now because you're vying for position. And in the AFC, the team that's been playing home throughout the playoffs has been in a good situation. So, especially the teams that's been on top of the AFC, all weather teams. So, those weather teams have the advantage in the weather when they're playing home. So, this is important for us. We got to continue to make strides to continue to get to that number 1 spot. As far as our roster goes, We're going with Allen Iverson as always. In the running back position, we want to run all three of these backs today. We're going to give a lot more play to Jamar Gibbs in this game. At the receiver level, we're at our starting three right now, but we want to work George Pickens and Addison into the mix and formation subs. So we're going to get these guys in some formations that we're going to run tonight that allow us to get these guys on the field, especially these two. We want to give Jordan Addison some burn today. At the tight end level, want to continue to grow with Darnell Washington. He's having a really great season. He does have a lot of drops on the year right now, big time drops. I mean, you're dealing with a freshman, man, a rookie guy. He's going to make plays and he's going to miss plays. We want to get him to the point where he's in the playoffs comfortably making plays. So we're going to continue to go that way. We're still letting this line grow together. Obviously, we did have issues early on with the line. We had two injuries at the guard position, our left and right guard being injured right now, which has slowed them down in the race of best offensive lineman in the AFC this year. So we're going to continue to get that back on track and make sure our line is playing at a high level. We've been pretty satisfied with the secondary, even the linebacker play. What we would like to see, though, we would like to see our front four turn it up. Now, we had a big trade in the middle of the season to the Lions where we sent a really big time D tackle to the Lions. So, but we plugged and played with a diaper Danny that we got. So Brian Breezy, man, it's time for him to step up and be that guy for us right now. So we're looking at him to be able to hold down, the second D tackle spot and sometimes in pass rushing the number one D tackle spot. But we need more pressure out of our D line. If you take a look, this is one of the worst seasons on paper and on during games, the worst seasons we've had on the front four as far as getting to the quarterback. So you look at the stats. We don't have a lot of sacks this year from our front four, our four down linemen. However, we do have a lot of sacks on the season, but just not from our front four. So you take a look at what's happening right now. Keyshawn Peppers is still doing his thing. He should have double digits before it's all said and done. Our next two guys are linebackers. So again, even a corner, and then you're looking at Peter Boulware. So his numbers is down. You don't see Saragusa literally has one sack on a year right now. So Brian Breezy as well. One. You look at these guys. These guys usually have high volume. So we kind of need some step up games from them for us to be at the top of our game. We gotta better get pressure from our front four, and a lot of it is due to the scheme. 3-4 being a 3-4 base team, guys get the double team. We're asking our D tackle to take on double teams and our DNs to take on those double teams for our linebackers to fly around. As you can see, that's what's happening. Our linebackers are making plays this year, especially Junkies and Ray Lewis. They're making a lot of plays. Ron Adams as well, because of the play that our D line is doing. So we don't want to keep sacrificing them for the linebackers. What we want to do is we want those guys to be playmakers down the stretch. So we'll start calling a lot of forefront defenses and giving those guys some one-on-one action right now to be able to beat the guy in front of them. So that'll be the plan going forward right now for the Baltimore Ravens. We're going to hit some practice mode stuff. You will catch the end of the practice. You won't catch what we do during practice. Other than that, catch y'all when we catch y'all. You're out of here.